We're going to do a voicemail. Sound good?
Sure, let's hear it.
Sona?
Yes.
Okay, punch it.
Hey, Conan, I've never listened to the podcast before, but I want to know what your sock game is like. Do you have one drawer that's got, like, veiny socks with patterns on them and another drawer that's got, like, black and brown socks? Or you, like, put them in the same drawer? Or you don't even mess with some kinds of socks? Or you wool sock during the winter? Like, just what's your sock game? All right, take care.
Wow. I've never heard the podcast.
Well, I want to call that out because I think the only way to call in is if you listen to the podcast. So this person's yanking your chain.
This guy's playing with my sock is what he's doing.
Yeah, he is.
You know, I'm going to say, let's take him at his word. He sounds very casual unless he's trying super hard to be casual. He might be a huge fan who's laying it on thick like, I don't really listen to the podcast. That means he's listened to everyone twice.
Right, and he will
some of them
certainly hear
backwards.
this.
I don't know. I think he's really high. I think he's at home eating some Doritos and he's like, I'm going to call Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
And then he just Googled how to call you.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that.
All right.
That seems like the most likely scenario. What's his name again?
He didn't say.
He didn't say a name.
Wow, he is pretty chill.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to call him Chill Zone.
Chill Zone.
Just for lack of a real name. Chill Zone, that's a good question.
Is it?
You know, it isn't. I'm going to say that was muscle memory.
Chill Zone, you've been busted on all fronts.
Yeah. You are a rude stoner, which is a very odd combination. I've never listened to your podcast. Screw you, man. I'm so high. It's not usually how people come across when they're stoned. But anyway, I will reveal how I do it. I have 2 drawers.
You do?
I do have 2 drawers.
Man, what an aristocrat.
Exactly.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
2 sock drawers.
Hey, when I was a child getting hand-me-downs from Luke and Neil that didn't fit, I dreamed of not 1 sock drawer of my own, but 2. One has all athletic socks.
Cool.
Because as you know, Sona, I work out constantly.
Gym rat.
You don't just get a body like mine. You have to be in an accident. I was going to slam myself, but you didn't trust me to do it. And then I have one that is all-purpose, like some wool socks, some of those gold toe socks.
Classic.
That are still left over from my late night days.
Wow.
Because I never went out and bought gold toe socks, but that was the ones that were assigned to me and like TBS, NBC. These socks go back thousands of years.
So you stole them?
No.
From the networks.
You can't steal socks. They just end up being transferred from one place to the other.
That's National Broadcasting Company property that you're...
True story. All the suits I wore all those years at NBC, they were very careful about if I wore them on the weekend or something to an event, they would want that back on Monday.
Oh.
I used to kind of wonder about it because I'm 6'4", with very specific measurements. And I thought, these suits aren't really going to fit anybody else. I have legs that are, my body is disproportionate. I'm a very large person. What are they going to be doing with these suits? And they told me extras wear them in scenes at Saturday Night Live.
You're kidding me.
Oh.
So whenever you see a 6'4", really long-legged background person on an SNL sketch, they might be wearing a vintage Conan O'Brien suit.
But think about that.
From the
These
90s and
background
2000s.
Actors were probably very nervous because they want to be actors and they're just in the background, sweating all day and night in that thing. And then you're Monday morning. Ugh.
Oh, no, they wouldn't give it during the show.
It wasn't after I was done with them.
Oh.
No, it wasn't like I had to turn them in so that on the weekend a stranger could wear them in a sketch.
In my defense, I was only half listening.
I have a question about your socks.
Yeah.
Do you fold them into each other or do you lay them flat to save the elasticity of them?
No,
does that work?
I lay one on top of the other and then fold.
Okay, yeah. That's how I do it too.
Yeah.
But some
You know what
people
I
are
do?
very big on saving the elastic.
I'm not. I don't care. If they get a little loose and floppy, it just makes me look like a real cool dude.
It does?
Yeah.
One floppy sock.
Yeah. Every now and then I like to show a little ankle. You know, I'm very Victorian about my sexuality. Every now and then I want someone to just catch a little bit of my ankle and go, ooh, I'm intrigued. Oh. You know, there was a time when people showed a lot less and you had to use your imagination. In Victorian era, people used to say like, oh, look at that upper collarbone.
That's where the phrase "put your best foot forward" comes from, showing off your ankle and your calf.
Oh, really?
From the Restoration days.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know how to react.
In a culture where only your eyes are seen, if you're completely covered except your eyes, people are like, wow, showing a little lash today.
Yeah.
You know, that. I mean, it can be taken to any extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we are losing our sense of true sensuality by showing too much. And I'm trying to bring it back by covering as much of my body as possible. And that's by popular request.
You just wear a sheet with a hole and your wanger sticks out.
My wanger? What?
It's the wanger guy.
It's the wanger.
Coming down the street.
It sounds like
It's a red hot
that sounds
wanger.
like a failed car from the late 70s. It's the Datsun Wanger. Goes 35 miles per hour at top speed. Where do you come up with these? Your wanger.
I don't know. I mean, that's
You know what?
fair.
You're a
That's
guy that
fair
talks
game.
dirty from like 1952.
I know.
This guy was arrested on Fifth and Elm for showing his wanger. His straw hat has been confiscated and is being confined in a 1932 Nash Rambler until he apologizes. I honestly don't know what's ever going to come out of your mouth.
Why use a standard term when you can make a new one? You know what I mean?
But I thought that might be one that you use. You
Is
know?
wanger? Does anybody use wanger?
Wang is a term for Todger.
Oh God!
Jesus.
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
For twigs
God.
and berries, for your ghoulies, for,
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Well,
You're just a font of this mishmash. I love it. I think you're a time traveler. Sometimes I think that, you know those romantic shows where a guy is traveling through time and he has a passionate love in the present day, but what's it called?
Oh, are you Outlander?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like a guy from Outlander, except he's just picking up different euphemisms for penis throughout different times and then coming home to his true love in Pasadena and saying, would you like to see my Todger, my wanger?
honey, the Velvet Scepter's home.
Want to see my Winklevi? I'm here with the old diddly squat.
You know, you guys are bringing these terms back, so that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I hope I do have. I
make them
don't.
popular.
Would you say that I'm an extravagant person?
No,
Okay,
I would not.
I'm not, but I do have 2 sock drawers, and I think that answers the question.
Listen, if you can have 2 sock drawers, I think everybody would want to be able to have 2 sock drawers.
Yeah, but because I have 2, my son has no drawers at all.
Oh, you had to take
yeah,
from
yeah.
him.
We had to
Wow.
take some of his drawer space.
So he has no socks?
He doesn't wear socks. He can't.
Whoa.
He can't have socks.
That's rough.
Yeah, he can't have anything really.
Yeah.
He
What
has-
socks are you wearing today? Just nice. Those are nice. Oh, I said black. That's
Just
good.
regular black wool socks, you know,
Okay.
that's all. Not a big deal.
What are you wearing?
Wow, you thought you were going to take us to a prop.
No,
Whoa,
I didn't.
Oh, look.
Hey, that's cool.
Where's Waldo? There's Waldo.
What do you got?
I just got ankle socks.
Showing a little ankle.
Oh!
Hey, I'm a slut.
You're an 1832 slut.
Leave, harlot! Be gone!
God, she's sexy, and she has tuberculosis and palsy.
Oh, let's wrap this up.
All right. Well, anyway, hey, I hope you do get a chance to check out the podcast sometime.
How will he hear this?
You laid back slacker.
Yeah.